A new study from the University of Maryland presented more evidence the Chesapeake Bay is getting warmer with a rise in extreme heat events.
Yeah, it's something scientists have long reported about the bay, but the methodology of this latest study also revealed some new information about marine heat waves.
The Chesapeake is, one of the largest estuaries in North America, extremely productive, clearly huge in the economies of both Maryland and Virginia.
The Chesapeake Bay is well studied, including its experience with marine heat waves, stretches of time with unusually hot water temperatures.
Most of which have used buoys that, are measuring temperature.
But while that data often comes from a few specific points, a new study from the University of Maryland uses satellite data, creating a map of temperature readings.
A new level of detail and understanding of, how these heat waves are distributed around the bay.
Jacob Wenegrat, an assistant professor of oceanography at the University of Maryland, says that new detail shows that heat waves in the upper bay north of the Potomac River are more frequent but shorter in duration. In the lower bay, closer to Hampton Roads, the waves are fewer but longer in duration, leading to new questions.
What sets the time that it takes for that to go away? That likely has more of a sort of oceanography influence.
More information helps researchers understand a phenomena that affects the natural ecosystem and fisheries alike.
Events in the U.S. have cost us, tens to hundreds of millions of dollars. In impacts on fisheries.
The study could also help further attempts to forecast marine heat waves and indicated that the number of heat waves in the South Potomac has doubled over the last 20 years. I'm Connor Real. And we reached out to the Chesapeake Bay Foundation regarding those heat waves. They said, quote, "We must get out ahead of the problem by accelerating efforts to create diverse coastal habitats and implement fisheries management strategies that build resilience in the bay and its living resources in the face of these intensifying impacts of climate change."